In this lesson, we are going to learn about the Listview widget. Listview is similar to column in a way that widgets are vertically aligned. However, it has a scrollable feature to prevent overflows from happening. We will look at how Listview works and use the builder functions. Now, let's get started. Today we are going to learn about Listview. Listview is a scrollable column. We cannot create a widget that goes beyond the screen inside the column, but Listview expands the screen depending on the item size and allows scrolling. There are typically three options for creating Listview. First is List Widget. This explicitly invokes a typical Listview and forwards it to children, and this method is easy to use for fewer data. Second, Listview Builder. This is a dynamic call to Listview based on demand. Easy to list large amounts of data, and an index is available. Third, Listview Separated. It is similar to Listview Builder, but we can add a delimiter. Since the use of Listview is almost similar to that of the column, we will use the builder of Listview this time. In the actual application, if there is a lot of data, it is generally scrolled. The screen is organized according to the amount of data. So, let's create more items in Listview that we can capture in one screen. Let's look at this example code. Scrollable apps constitute a stateful widget because the state constantly changes. At the beginning of the state class, declare the bold type variable in list form. Use filled as an option in the list to specify a length of 20 and initialize all to false. Set the body property of the scaffold structure to Listview Builder, the topic of this lesson. The property item count, which means the number of items in Listview, is set to 20 according to the previously declared variable. Use item builder property indexed widget builder. It builds children based on demand. Use a parameter to receive the widget's context and int type index. Set listTile widget to return value to output items in tile format. Set the leading property to the icon button widget so we can press the like button. Use setState inside the onPressed function to switch the value of the isFavorite variable to true or false. Note that since this variable is list bold type, we should indicate which index it is. Use a conditional statement using the ternary operator as icon property to set whether to output a red heart or an empty gray heart depending on whether the variable is true or false. Title property sets a text widget that automatically prints the title of the tile from number 1 to a set number of 20. By selecting $index plus 1 to the value of the text, output repeatedly from 1 to the specified number 20. It is possible to minimize the effort of simple work by using repetitive sentences. Now let's try running the code. Because item count of this Listview is 20, you can see that you have until 20. And this Listview is scrollable. And when we press this button, it's going to call onPressed function, and isFavorited is going to change. And by this ternary operator, the color is going to change. So if I press on this button, it becomes red heart because this index of isFavorited list has changed from false to true. So if I try selecting other list tiles, it's going to change from gray heart to red heart. Now try to practice this for yourself in Dartpad or locally and see the different results and outputs. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.